Also, new developments in the McMinn County child sex abuse case involving Melissa Blair. She was indicted on 18 counts of aggravated statutory rape, along with charges of human trafficking by patronizing prostitution and solicitation of a minor. Now, we went to her home for comment and there was no response. Neighbors say they're in shock. They say they're praying these allegations are untrue. Our Elise Zwick has details on how local advocates help victims of sex crimes and assist in criminal investigations.
Places like a Children Advocacy Center provide a safe place for child victims of abuse. The center interviews the victims and they work hand in hand with law enforcement agencies to begin a criminal investigation.
We work with the Department of Children's Services, law enforcement, and the district attorney's office in a coordinated response team. And the way they come to us is if there is a report made to the Department of Children's Services, a law enforcement or district attorney referral. So they have a very specific path because we're part of the investigation and gathering evidence when there's been a case of severe child sexual abuse or severe physical abuse.
Kristen Pavlik-McCauley, the executive director of the Children's Advocacy Center of Hamilton County, says there are 600 to 800 child sexual abuse cases per year.
90% of the time, the perpetrator is a person that's known to the family or to the child.
When a case is reported to the center, a forensic interview is conducted in a private room where the child discloses what happened. The child is asked questions by a professional in a non-leading way about what they remember. This is all recorded on closed-circuit TVs and is observed by DCS and law enforcement. If a medical exam is needed, that is performed too.
These perpetrators are folks that build trust within community, and they tell children that if they tell them, they're not going to be believed, that the community's going to believe the perpetrator, and that kids aren't, reliable, all those sorts of things. And so the perpetrator uses those relationships to perpetrate for a long time.
She says a lot of the reports they receive are from educators or adults who come forward later in life with allegations of sexual abuse. In the case of Melissa Blair's sex crimes, McCauley says Blair's patterns of abuse are typical of an abuser.
What we know and what this McMinn County case illustrates is that often perpetrators, particularly when they're in places of authority, like a teacher, a coach, etc., they're not just perpetrating on one child, they're perpetrating on an entire community.
The center provides continued therapy and support for all children who have dealt with sexual or physical abuse.
Across the country, prosecution rates are very low of child sex crimes. So that's the other reason that what's happening in McMinn County, it's horrific that these children had to go through what they had to go through, but the criminal justice system is responding as they should.
If you believe you are a victim or you know of a victim, you are asked to call the McMinn County Sheriff's Office and a local advocacy center. Stay with Local 3 News for continuing updates on this case. Reporting in McMinn County, Elise Zwick, Local 3 News.